sorry to detain you, Master Jedi, but this is an emergency. We're trying to break an Imperial occupation on Balmorra, but the Republic's got no ground, no resources, and right now, no chance.
The Republic's made up of worlds that didn't have a chance.
History hasn't exactly been repeating itself lately. The stakes are too high here. Balmorran factories produce the most powerful weapons in the galaxy. Possess them, win any war you want. The Republic must retake Balmorra, but we need reinforcements.
Is Balmorra a complete war zone?
We've managed to make a beachhead in a place called Bugtown that the Empire overlooked. Commander Madine requested all reinforcements see him at Republic headquarters. Can he expect you?
I believe the Empire's worn out their welcome.
From the stories I hear, I think the Balmorran people would agree. I'll inform the commander. You'd better get on board. Good luck.
Lieutenant Hollis told me he'd found the best help in the galaxy, but I wasn't expecting a Jedi. I'm Commander Madine. We both know why you're here, so I'll lay out the details. The Empire's taking control of Balmorra's satellite defense system. It's only a matter of time before they find Bugtown and blast us out of this swamp.
That's one powerful satellite.
The satellites detect enemies, and orbiting turbo lasers blast them apart. The Empire's got us cornered. As long as they have that satellite system, they're going to keep Balmorra. But if we could get control of the satellite system, we could turn it on the Empire and even the score.
The satellite system must have a weakness.
All we know is that it's well protected. My scouts and SIS agents can't even get close. My best agent managed to gather some intel, but he never made it back. His ship was shot down. I need someone to enter Imperial territory, find Agent Jago's downed ship, and recover the intel.
How do you know the Empire doesn't already have it?
If the Empire has cracked Agent Jago's encryption, we'd be hearing about it elsewhere. Trust me. Use this decryptor to verify the intel's contents. Then contact me through the comm station at the shuttle pad.
If your agent's alive, I'll find him.
I've seen the satellite system at work. Nothing gets past it. I'll wait for your comm call. Good luck up there.
Mayday! Mayday! Can anyone read me? Comms blocked. That blasted satellite wasn't enough to shoot me down. The Empire's on the ground already. They'll search the ship and find the intel. I'm blasting the intel out with the garbage. That ought to keep the Imperials busy. The intel's away. I'm going down.
Commander Madine, I've recovered your intel. The agent didn't make it.
Even so, that's the best news I've gotten in a while. There's enough data here to build another satellite system. It's all in Balmorran shorthand. Looks like the system's operated by the Hawkeye techs. The Hawkeyes are the best technicians on Balmorra. To control the satellite system, we'll need their help.
How do we know they'll want to help?
I doubt the occupation's made them warm to the Empire. Most of the Hawkeyes are stationed at the satellite control tower, but there's one we might be able to reach. Ian Sarkis. I recognize the name. He's young, but brilliant. Bit of a wisecracker.
A Jedi learns to clear the mind of all distractions.
I'm more worried that he'll distract the Empire. Sarkis works at a well-armed auxiliary satellite station used to spy on the locals. There's an armory on site, and plenty of Imperial troops. He reports to one of the Empire's best, Admiral Rezair. No wonder they've got control.
That sounds like first-hand experience talking.
Fighting the Admiral's like going up against a Durasteel wall. I don't advocate wholesale slaughter, but this whole plan goes belly up if Admiral Rezair finds out. Do what you have to, and get Sarkis back to the shuttle pad. He'll tell us where to go from there.
I'll get there as soon as possible.
I'll be standing by.
Ian Sarkis?
Point that thing someplace else, and I'll answer. Guess you must need me or the satellite system pretty bad.
I need you to get me control of the satellite system.
I'd consider that fair trade for a rescue. The Empire hasn't paid me since they took over. But if Admiral Rezair discovers you attacked this post just to get me out, he'll know the Republic's up to something. We'll have to make a few stops first so I can cover our tracks.
Smart thinking.
I've met Admiral Rezair. I'd like to avoid doing that again. Just get me where I need to go. I'll do the rest.
starting to get worried. There's a lot of Imperial movement going on up there.
Sarkis sabotaged a few things to keep them busy.
Ian Sarkis, sir. I left the Empire a few thank you presents for their hospitality.
That's our man. Can you get us control of Balmorra's satellite system?
Not exactly, but I can't shut it down, that's for sure.
What do you mean, not exactly?
I can get you one unauthorized command. Then the system will lock up, and it'll take the Hawkeyes weeks to detangle it.
That'll have to be enough. How do we make this happen?
The hack needs to be planted in the satellite control tower's main computers, right where Admiral Rizair and his men are stationed.
Does the Admiral have any other defenses?
Just his track record. Even in defeat, he always manages to strike the last blow.
Once the fight's over, just insert this disk into the main control console. It'll upload the hack. I need to get to a computer. Thanks again for the rescue.
Taking down Admiral Rizair and his men is a tall order. Are you sure you're up to it?
The Admiral will surrender the satellite system, or fall defending it.
Knowing the Admiral, surrender isn't an option. Sarkis and I will wait for your signal. We'll be ready.
Enough. This ends here. The Republic should have used you better, Jedi. Healing the injured or escorting refugees? Such a waste.
You forced the Republic off Balmorra once. It won't happen again.
The Jedi does not appreciate my offer of mercy. The Empire controls Balmorra. The greatest weapons in the galaxy are now in the hands of its strongest power. If the Republic insists on fighting those odds, Balmorra will suffer for it.
With the Empire gone, Balmorra will thrive.
As if we would leave it to you before destroying it.
One satellite defense system, courtesy of me. How's that for the rookie, Hawkeyes? Guys, tell me the other Hawkeyes are just ignoring me.
It's just me, and a bunch of dead Imperials.
Odd. The Hawkeyes don't leave their posts, unless it's to help nice people like you. Looks like the hack worked perfectly. I can get one command in before the system locks up. Just say the word and I'll... No. This can't be. The Hawkeyes are being executed. Admiral Rizair's orders.
Stay calm. Where would the Admiral do this?
I can use the satellite system to locate their position. These orders are less than an hour old. If you hurry...
Sarkis, assault's already begun. There's an Imperial command compound. Can't locate. Destroying our defenses. Use the satellite system to find command. Shut down dispatch console. Mating out.
Well, I'm really torn up about a bunch of stuff being destroyed. But we're talking life or death here. We've only got one command. We have to use it to find the Hawkeyes.
Do it. I won't let innocent people die.
The Hawkeyes are being held in the Okara droid factory. We're lucky. That's not too far away. I brought down their biggest defenses with the turbo lasers, but there's still a lot of Imperials inside.
If the Hawkeyes are still alive, I'll save them.
I can't thank you enough. Now hurry.
You saved us! I didn't think anyone knew we were here. The Imperials were gonna use us for target practice. We owe you one.
Get yourself somewhere safe.
We're gonna run until there's no more Imperial flags. Thank you again.
Welcome back. The satellite system's down and the battle's over. I've been in some intense ops before, but that... Let's just say Bugtown never looked so good. We're holding the Empire back by the skin of our teeth. Freeing captive civilians wouldn't have been my choice.
The Republic's made up of allies, not buildings.
The Hawkeyes know Balmorra's infrastructure better than anyone. Perhaps they'll make future victories more certain. Either way, we'd likely be standing in a bombed-out mess if it wasn't for you. You've got my thanks.
There's a lot of Balmorra left. What's your next move?
Get into more populated areas. Start contacting the locals. Our next major offensive is Imperial headquarters in the city of Sobrik. There's a sizable Balmorran resistance set up nearby. Beck Tauret, the resistance leader, requested our aid, but the satellite system kept us from answering. I'd like to send you.
What's the Resistance planning?
They claim they can bring down Sobrik's defenses, but they need someone skilled to lead the way. I'll let Beck know you're heading in that direction. He'll be waiting. I've got to get back to troop deployment. I'm certain we'll cross paths again.
Then if we can hit the power... looks like you've got your reinforcements.
Master Jedi, I'm honored you're willing to take up our cause. I'm Taral, and this is Colonel Marek. We welcome anyone who's willing to fight for a free Balmorra. I requested backup because we've set our sights on the city of Sobrik. It's currently Imperial headquarters.
What happened to Sobrik's citizens?
The Empire destroyed everything Balmorran and covered the city with their blasted red banners. Colonel Marek is the most decorated officer in the Balmorran militia, and our man inside the Empire.
Our best bet into Sobrik is an aerial assault, landing in the spaceport and surprising them.
Our transport's an old Republic model. She can carry enough men to challenge the Empire.
But the spaceport shield disables any non-Imperial craft, and all the false promises in the galaxy won't deactivate it.
Balmorra's not a safe place to fly.
When you're welcome, it's safe enough. When you're not, well, you can see why everyone's fighting over it.
We've gotten our hands on the Troida Disruptor, a prototype weapon that could break through Sobrik's shield.
The Empire has fail-safes in place, and the Troida Disruptor will only work for a few minutes. Luckily, that's all we need.
But activating it requires enough power to launch a Star Destroyer, and we don't have it.
The only thing that's got that kind of juice is Sobrik's power grid, the largest set of generators on Balmorra.
Tampering with these generators might get some unwanted attention.
The men will be armed for the assault on Sobrik. If the Empire decides to bring a fight here first, we'll be ready.
Now, the Empire, anticipating an attack, has positioned fully armed garrisons at each generator.
If you can get past them and siphon power from the generators, we can activate the Troida Disruptor and break through Sobrik's shield.
Ready your men. I'll have that power when you need it.
I'll monitor the power grid from here and contact you when everything's in place. Good luck.
We have control of Sobrik's power grid, diverting power to the Troida Disruptor. That's it. Transferring you to Talrad. Sobrik's shield will only be down for a few minutes, so make it quick.
The Troida Disruptor is activated. Sobrik's spaceport shield is breaking down. I can't thank you enough.
You can thank me later. Let's get Sobrik back.
You'll be the hero of Balmorra when we win Sobrik. I promise you.
I'm impressed. Those garrisons were tough, and I should know. I was forced to design them. Beck's got good men, but they're not fighters like you and me. They'll need your help to retake the city. Enter Sobrik through the main gates. Fight through the Empire and make your way to the spaceport from there.
The Resistance looks up to you. Keep them going till I get there.
I won't lose, Sobrik. Not this time. See you inside.
You've lost, Beck. Your men are dead and your ship's in flames.
What? How could you do this to us?
Here come your reinforcements. Ask them if you don't believe me.
You're standing with the Empire, Colonel.
Balmorra will too, before long. Please, don't make this hard. Surrender or die. Those are your options.
What do you get for your part in this?
When the Empire came, the Republic fought, lost, and left. Balmorra needs order, stability, and power to survive. Our future is with the Empire.
You can't truly believe that. Help me defeat the Imperials.
The Republic didn't learn anything from being outmatched. You're no different. Hear that, Beck? Your backups refuse to surrender. Don't make the same mistake.
Hello? Please tell me someone won that firefight!
The Imperials are dead. The spaceport's secure.
I just hope their dead equals ours. Colonel Marek was respected and revered all over Balmorra. If word of this gets out, we'll lose face, and that means losing support and manpower.
You coward! Weak and spineless, just like the Republic!
The Colonel was once a hero. Let him die like one. Kill him, and put him in with the others. I'll say he fell in combat.
Killing the Colonel won't bring your men back. He lives.
I thank you for that. Maybe you can pass some of that spine over to Balmorra.
Despite the Colonel's best efforts, you've won us the spaceport. Sobrik will be a battlefield for a few days, but we'll get it under control. Meet me back at the Troida workshop. I'll be waiting. It's over. Sobrik is free. I didn't think I'd live to see it. Of course, all the talk is about a Balmorran hero turned Imperial. We look like idiots. There'll be desertions. Colonel Merrick's rotting away in a secure storage room. Once the Empire's gone, he'll get a proper jail cell.
A lot of Balmorrans died today. Colonel Merrick would have been one too many.
I can't really fault you for doing what you thought was right. Winning Sobrik didn't go exactly as planned. But with the city free, people will know it's only a matter of time before they're free too. Commander Medine wants to speak with you. We've got him waiting on comm-call.
Did the commander say what it was about?
He didn't say, and I didn't pry. Balmorra will never forget what you did for us. Thank you again.
Commander Medine, I was told you wanted to speak with me.
Sobrik is free, and we have you to thank. A battalion should be in the city soon, though it'll be a long slog. You've proven your commitment to Balmorra and the Republic. I've been authorized to ask for your help with a top-secret mission.
We've already invaded Imperial territory and liberated Sobrik. What's left?
The Republic didn't even know this objective existed until the Empire forced us off-world. The Balmorrans hid it well. Let me introduce Dr. Karsiri, a scientist at the Balmorran Arms Factory.
Lead scientist now, actually. Not that that matters. I don't lead armies or free cities like you.
Dr. Karsiri is braver than he admits. He's working on the whole reason the Empire's fighting for Balmorra. The Barrager planetary defense system.
You're taking a big risk talking to us, Doctor.
With the Barrager, the Empire could hold Balmorra hostage forever. The Barrager can destroy an entire orbiting fleet without launching a single ship. The host planet becomes an impenetrable fortress.
We can't do anything to the Barrager unless we can control it. For that, we need someone who knows the weapon inside and out.
The weapons designers are Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis. They refused to work for the Empire and were imprisoned in the Gorinth Brig.
What exactly is the Gorinth Brig?
It's a brutal Imperial prison. Every scientist who refused to cooperate was sent there.
Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis are the only people who can get us the Barrager. They must get out of the Gorinth Brig safely. My scout West Durga is on the Gorinth Plateau. Speak with him. He'll know how to get inside and free the doctors.
Be careful, Dr. Karsiri, or you might be next.
Don't worry. Being a real-life traitor is making me extra cautious. Keep me updated, Commander. I'll do what I can to keep the Empire busy here. Good luck.
Jungobed, stabo lutumul nunts zaktas. Mosutugu, no gushle zoruku.
Commander Medine said you knew how to get inside.
Provata gahal gurefes, sugurutu ta selvagu.
I'm always happy to work on my lightsaber techniques.
Dar flamkuin, uvjagarbeld, lutun stema. Ul qualuta meta jurher fut persuno jormolla. Uma, ormalo mentu gorastuk.
I've got the access key to the Gorinth Brig.
Uma, ormalo mentu gorastuk. Rugul afnamul konfu ensesquenu unswat.
What else can you tell me?
Junstabu fu qualanqua, persana huara.
Sounds like a real pleasant crowd.
Kahandu veo nedzit unque jo levutu. Jonulu hagan datalamutu ondota joestakon.
It's no use. You need an extractor's ID card to operate that elevator.
Don't worry about the elevator. Tell me how to open this cell.
Get out of here while you still can. The extractors will be back any...
Not very chatty now, are you, old man? Looks like we have a security breach. And some new prisoners.
The extractors are dead? And you saved us. I can't believe it.
I'm looking for Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis. They were working on a very important weapon.
I think I remember them. Scientists or something, right? They haven't been seen since they were taken below. I know Lieutenant Vecker rarely leaves his interrogation rooms on the lower level. He keeps the most valuable prisoners close by. Here, take the Extractor's ID card. If you're looking to free someone else, you'll have to get onto the lower level to do it.
Get to the Republic outpost and find West Durga. He'll help you.
I'm getting out of here before more Extractors show up. Good luck to you.
Idiots, did none of you think to stop an intruder? Or are we issuing invitations? No matter. You won't disrupt the work I'm doing to stabilize Balmorra.
Call this torture what you will. It ends here.
I must maintain order. Fear discourages rebellion. Whether you're here out of some misguided attempt to save these criminals, or you're after Republic interests, you won't succeed. The Gorinth Brig and everyone in it serves the Empire. They live for it, they die for it.
You're a sickening blight on the galaxy.
Your delusions are amusing. The Extractors will cure you of them soon enough. Disarm the intruder. Alive if possible. Dead as an example.
Dr. Meln? Dr. Ortis?
Dr. Ortis, just give me a minute to catch my breath. I thought that fight would never end.
Forgive him. This whole experience has been traumatic. Dr. Meln at your service.
I can't believe you went to these lengths to rescue us. Thank you.
I was told you designed the Barrager. I hope I'm not wrong.
The Empire imprisoned us because of the Barrager, and now the Republic set us free. I think I know why you're here. The Barrager is an incredibly complicated and well-protected weapon, as designed. Luckily, our design notes are in contraband. We can use Lieutenant Vecker's credentials to override the security system and get those files. It'll lock down afterwards, of course, but we'll have what we need.
Can the override do anything else?
Change prison operations, security settings, nothing that's gonna help us now. With our files, we can create a foolproof spike for the Republic, guaranteed to get control of the Barrager.
Wait just a minute. What about all those prisoners? You might have forgotten everything we've seen here, Doctor, but I haven't. This is our chance to destroy this terrible place. We have to use that override to let these people go. As for the Barrager, we'll figure out something.
The Gorinth Briggs caused enough suffering.
You may have just single-handedly condemned the Republic.
The thanks of 1,000 prisoners should make up for it. The override worked. Every security field in the Gorinth Brig has failed. We should get to a shuttle. Dr. Meln and I will do our best to get something together for the Barrager spike. Thank you.
It wasn't pleasant, but it was necessary.
Gahal Ravul Asjon Ujuet Untumata. Jubguhu Zuza Haga, Noexa Nunsa Bahala.
I'm glad you're back. We've got no time to waste. Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis have created the Barrager spike. It's hacked together from memory, so they can't guarantee anything. We really could have used their research.
It's hard to ignore a prison full of innocent people.
You eliminated most of the prison staff. Once we had the Barrager, they wouldn't have waited long for a rescue. I just hope the spike works. The Barrager could prevent another Telos or Taris forever. The Republic must get control of it. Our plans hit a small snag. We've been unable to get in touch with Dr. Karsiri, the informant who started all this.
You suspect the Empire discovered him?
Dr. Karsiri's brilliant, but I doubt he has much experience covering his tracks. The Empire's massing their troops at the Balmorran arms factory. It's a battle from here on in. We've got to move forward, with or without Dr. Karsiri. My technician Len Carter's been working on locating the Barrager. He's waiting for you at the Sundari outpost.
Tell Em I'll be there as soon as possible.
I'll keep trying to contact Dr. Karsiri. I'll let you know if I hear from him. Medine out.
I'm looking for Lem Karner.
You found him. Good thing, too. Now you can take this off my hands. It's the Barrager Spike. Commander Medine sent it over. Your job is to use that to take control of the Barrager. My job is to find it for you.
I guess there's been no word from Dr. Karsiri.
Not a peep. That's why you're dealing with an old tech like me. Takes a lot of power to destroy a fleet. I can trace where it's going and locate the Barrager that way. But the Empire's got power-hungry contraptions all over this battlefield. As long as they're up, I can't get a clear reading. Get me?
What are these contraptions?
Signal jammers, security fields, wartime technology they're hoping will keep the Republic back. Empire's recalled their full forces here. Republic's doing all they can, but you've got a literal army to get through. Watch yourself. Knock out everything the Empire's got running. Hook this power monitor up to their primary sensor grid, and we'll find your weapon.
If the Empire advances, retreat. I'll figure things out.
I was a front-lines tech in the Battle of Bathawi. This is nothing. As soon as I've got a lock on the Barrage's location, I'll calm you. Stay safe out there.
Good work. Signal's coming in clear as a bell. Most of the power's being drawn to the administrative complex of the Balmorran Arms Factory. The Barrager must be there.
An administrative complex doesn't sound so threatening.
Don't be so sure. Probably plenty of security still standing between you and the Barrager. I've got Commander Medine on hold for you. If we don't meet again, well, for Balmorra's sake, I hope we do.
Looks like we were both hard at work. You've got the Barrager's location. I've got Dr. Karsiri.
Good thing, too. The Barrager lab's been fortified beyond recognition. Freeing the Gorinth Brig prisoners must have put a scare into the Empire. They're driving us hard to finish the weapon. The Empire's made Darth Minax our overseer. She was a slave driver before, but now, any minor setback is grounds for execution.
Sith are deadly and unpredictable. Be cautious.
She's a real live, red-skinned Sith nightmare. Without their research, Dr. Meln and Dr. Ortis couldn't have anticipated our progress. There's some vital extra steps to making their hack work.
Looks like they could have used your expertise.
No one could have gotten as far as the Barrager's designers. I can just get you a little further. Use the Barrager spike on the subsystem controllers, then on the main power core. It'll allow full control when you arrive.
No one will forget what you've done for Balmorra, Doctor.
I only did what any Balmorran would have done. I'd better get back before Darth Minax comes looking. I hope to meet you in person soon.
This is it. Follow Dr. Karsiri's instructions and get to the Barrager. Medine out.
I'm sorry, Darth Minax. I had the codes put in place, but the locks seem to have failed.
Half the Imperial Army, and still the Republic gets inside. Secure the weapon! You found the Barrager designers among the rest of the rabble you freed, didn't you? Pathetic, idiotic Republic luck.
You have no power here. The Empire's lost the Barrager and Balmorra.
The Republic's won, have they? Was it at Sobrik? The destroyed Gorinth Brig, perhaps? That festering island you call Bugtown? Balmorra belongs to the Empire. The Barrager will only remove all doubt. You were very foolish to come here. Perhaps now you'll understand why.
Come in, Dr. Karsiri. Is anyone there?
We're here, Commander. Darth Minax and the other Imperials are dead. The Barrager's ready to accept your spike.
Excellent. Use the Barrager spike to get control. I'm sending a recovery crew to take over operations.
To take over? But the Barrager is a threat to Balmorra. It must be destroyed, you know that!
The Empire will never have control of the Barrager again.
The Empire was never the problem. The Barrager itself caused this mess. Destroying a fleet takes every bit of power a planet can give. Solar, geothermal, hydro. If it's part of Balmorra, it's powering the Barrager. It will leave the planet an empty shell, with nothing left to defend. The Empire wanted the Barrager so they could hold Balmorra forever. Now I see the Republic does too. Commander Medine lied to us.
Is this true, Commander?
Whatever your assumptions, Doctor, I made it clear that we needed to get control of the Barrager.
You never said the Republic planned to use it!
You really think we'd destroy something that could prevent another Telos, Taris, or Coruscant? Save millions of lives and guarantee a Republic victory? This war is not over. I can feel it. I know the cost is high, but the Barrager could make sure the Republic wins that war. We have to claim it.
We can't sacrifice one planet to save another.
Blast it! Do you realize what you're doing? You've given the Empire a second chance!
The Imperials still have stockpiles here. We need 2 squads up on the Gorinth Plateau. You're back. We're in the middle of final troop deployment. The Empire's lost, but they're attacking on their way out. I don't think you realize what you've done. If we had the Barrager, the Imperials wouldn't have fired another shot.
The Empire's on Balmorra to win. We're here to help.
I wanted to give the Republic the best shot I could at defeating the Empire. Were you there when the Empire attacked Coruscant? They came out of nowhere, and we couldn't do anything about it. The Empire invaded Balmorra. I promised myself that it would end here. Can you blame me?
Dr. Karsiri risked his life for Balmorra, not the Republic.
For a scientist, he's got guts. Maybe he can help, if he ever forgives me. I'm glad it was you making the call and not me. When you spend your life fighting, it's easy to forget why. You secured the Barrager, stormed the Gorinth Brig, freed Sobrik. The Republic is completely in your debt.
The Empire has to learn that independent worlds aren't theirs to take.
Balmorra has been an effective lesson. If war breaks out, the Republic will be ready. There's a lot of work ahead, but Balmorra's free. That's what's important. Good luck to you.
Scanning facial features and matching to identifiable records. Stand by. Identity confirmed. You are the Jedi Knight who defeated Darth Angral and saved multiple Republic worlds. Opening holochannel to Republic Fleet Admiral Jedi Master Oteg. Stand by. Channel open.
Hello, my name is Oteg. I serve the Jedi Order and lead the Republic's first expeditionary fleet. I need your help.
I didn't know you could be a Fleet Admiral and Jedi Master at the same time.
I've had many titles in my lifetime. I prefer being called Oteg. It's shorter. I've received intelligence that the Empire has a secret prison inside the Maelstrom Nebula. It's a dangerous region, impossible to safely navigate. A Jedi prisoner possessing vital information is held captive there. I need your help to navigate the Maelstrom Nebula and free him.
What could this Jedi prisoner know that would be worth such a risky operation?
Direct knowledge of the Emperor's plans. Insights the Republic will need to win the coming war. I'm aboard the first Expeditionary Fleet's command ship, the Dreadnought Telos. Transmitting coordinates now, and please keep them to yourself. Oteg out.
Welcome, my friend. I appreciate you coming all this way. Oh, do forgive me for not shaking hands. My hospitality exceeds my reach. Before we begin, I'll ask that you keep an open mind to what you're about to hear. The source of my information is, unconventional.
A Jedi is prepared to accept help from any source.
Such wisdom in one so young. Well, Master Satil's faith is well placed. As a Jedi, you are already attuned to the Force. But you must deepen your connection to see as I do. Concentrate with me. Focus your mind. Feel the Force around us. Hear its echoes.
Am I listening for anything particular?
A voice that seeks to be heard. It was silenced long ago, but now it returns.
She is here. A Jedi without physical form. Her body is long dead, but her wisdom, her essence, lives on.
My master died, but his voice still speaks to me.
One Jedi persisting beyond death is almost unheard of, but two? Oh, these are strange, dark times indeed.
The darkness will consume all it touches. Stars will burn black, ashes raining on lifeless worlds. Everything ends. The prisoner holds the darkness at bay, lost inside it for 300 years. His strength will fail. Then he will become the darkness.
I promise the prisoner will be freed, no matter what it takes.
The bond weakens, my friend. I'll take things from here. She's told me many things. Revealed the existence of an Imperial prison in the constantly shifting Maelstrom Nebula, and a way to get there. The only way to navigate the Maelstrom is using a Gree computer hidden at an Imperial fortress. We need that computer to free the Jedi Prisoner.
I'm a Jedi. This is what we're here for.
The fortress we're invading is on the planet Taral V, enemy territory, protected by Imperial warships. Too many to fight. But we have a captured Imperial shuttle that can sneak past the sentries. It's waiting for you in the hangar.
You can fill me in on the rest while we travel. There's no time to waste.
Our fleet will hide at the system's edge, so I can monitor your mission and guide you. If something goes wrong, we'll come running. Now go to the shuttle, my friend, and may the Force be with you. Outstanding. You've given us access to the Empire's communications. Are you there, my friend?
I read you. Go ahead.
Our data slicers are quietly shutting down the Empire security grid. The enemy's in for an unpleasant surprise. The time for subtlety is almost over. Make your way carefully to the fortress, but once you arrive, strike quickly and hard.
How fast will those ships in orbit respond once they hear what's happening at the fortress?
The sentry ships aren't prepared for a ground invasion. They shouldn't be a factor. I'm sending coordinates to the fortress. The Grey computer is amazingly compact. You'll have no trouble carrying it out. I'll keep quiet from here on, unless it's an emergency. Okay, out.
You, on my doorstep. Fortune has always favored me. You've been busy since our last meeting. Saved Coruscant, Tython. Pity about Euphrates, but you can't win them all. Sadly, your victories end here. My fleet is about to bombard your position from orbit.
This place is designed to withstand a lot of firepower.
The fortress shields have been deactivated. You're standing in a tomb, and I'm burying you in it. It's been a pleasure catching up, but you won't escape this time.
Zoltek, do you read me? I monitored that transmission. My fleet is moving to intercept the bombardment. I'll do my best to keep the Grand Moff busy, but you need to hurry. Find that Gree computer and get out of there.
Republic butchers, you've invaded a sovereign Imperial world, slaughtered dozens of innocents to what? Steal our research? This facility is on a mission of peace. We're charting the Maelstrom Nebula for the good of all.
You have warships in orbit and battalions on the surface. If this is your version of a peace mission, you're doing it wrong.
We knew once you discovered our research, you'd attempt to steal it, and here you are. When the rest of the galaxy hears of this unprovoked assault, the Republic's evil will finally be exposed. It will surprise no one when the Jedi are revealed as warmongers. All you've ever sought is my culture's extermination.
Your empire started this war. Before that, it was the Sith who tried to enslave the Jedi. We take no pleasure in killing, but we do what we must to protect the Republic.
Spare me your platitudes. I see you for what you are. A murderer. You're condemning hundreds of civilian science vessels exploring the Maelstrom Nebula. Electromagnetic radiation alters the safe navigation routes every moment. Without precise and timely coordinates from the Gree computer, thousands of good people, innocent scientists, will be trapped there forever.
The Republic doesn't leave civilians to die. Transmit fresh coordinates to your science vessels and order them home. Then, the computer is ours.
But our research, all that dangerous exploration will have been for nothing without a complete map. Transmitting the coordinates now. The computer is yours. I hope it breaks the first time you use it.
Come in. Repeat, come in. My fleet's taking heavy losses and the fortress defenses are crumbling. There's no more time. Take the computer to the fortress shuttle bay. You can fly out in one of their ships. We'll rendezvous in Republic space. Now, go! Cut your escape awfully close. Grand Moff Kilran destroyed the fortress just moments after you left. We suffered heavy losses at Taral V, the Dantooine, the Sirocco. More starfighters than I care to count. But there's no time to mourn the dead. We must strike the Empire's prison before the enemy bolsters its defense.
What defenses are protecting the prison? How hard will it be to crack into?
The prison's location is its primary defense. Difficult to attack what you can't find. More than that, we don't know. My technicians have plugged the Gree computer into the Telos's hyperdrive. We're already calculating a safe route to Maelstrom Prison. When we arrive, I need my best people leading the raid. You're the Jedi Prisoner's only hope of escaping alive.
Do we have a plan to free the rest of the captives? We're not just leaving them there, are we?
The facility was specifically built for the Jedi Prisoner. The good news is, you should only have to break open one cell. This mission will cost more lives before it's done, but it's a necessary sacrifice. The Jedi Prisoner can end this war, save countless worlds. We'll be jumping to hyperspace soon. Head for the shuttle bays. Be ready to launch on my signal. May the Force be with you.
Your persistence is impressive. Most of my foes have the decency to die quickly. Yes, I arrived before you. Bided my time in the nebula. Oteg spread his forces too thin. It will cost him his life. And yours. Darth Malgus will be most pleased.
You'll find Master Oteg and I can survive anything you dish out.
Feeling invincible, are we? Good. Makes my victory even sweeter. Scurry about our prison. After I destroy your fleet, I'll find you.
This is Oteg. We've sliced the enemy's comm frequency. Kilran's got us pinched between his fleet and the prison's autocannons. The Jedi Prisoner must be freed, even if it means losing the fleet. As long as we're between you and Kilran, you're protected.
If you stay here, you'll die. Fall back. Kilran can't stop this rescue.
We'll make a tactical retreat, draw off enemy warships, divide their forces. I'll keep the comm channel open. Good luck.
So much trouble from one Republic operative, it almost strains credulity. My lord, I promise to rid you of this nuisance. This embarrassing farce ends here.
Securing the Emperor's prisoner is your only priority. Deal with this annoyance another time.
There's no time like the present, my lord. I'll accomplish both objectives.
You've put everything on the line to keep that man. Why? Who is he?
You don't even know why you're here. It's fascinating.
You are a true patriot. I admire that. But better you should die ignorant. The Empire salutes you, Grand Moff Kilran. I leave you to reclaim your honor.
Glory to the Empire!
Where? What's happened? I can feel... No. No! What have you done? There's nothing to restrain him now.
Leaving you here wouldn't be much of a rescue. The Republic needs your help to defeat the Empire.
The Force is strong in you. Stronger than I felt in a long time. And there is another.
Your strength fails. You must be free, or all is lost.
You should be one with the Force. Finally at peace.
No peace while you suffer. The Emperor drowns you in black waters.
He wants me to be Darth Revan again. Serve him as I did centuries ago.
You served the Emperor? Doesn't that make you a Sith?
When I fell to the dark side, I became his pawn, sent to wound the Republic. The Jedi destroyed and rebuilt me. I led my allies to the galaxy's edge to destroy the Emperor. We didn't understand his true power. I lost everyone, betrayed from within. The Emperor imprisoned me, kept me alive with Sith alchemy, used me.
You aren't the only one who's lived much longer than normal. How old is the Emperor? How does he survive?
He's seen the passage of millennia. His will to live outstrips age, disease, death itself. The Emperor used me as his link to the light side of the Force, the Jedi Order. Through me, he saw visions. But that same link also gave me influence. I convinced the Emperor peace was in his best interest. Tempered his hate.
The peace is lost. The Emperor makes his final war. Stop him. Flee this place while you can. Use the enemy's vessels.
Thank you, old friend. I will finish what we started. So many lost for my freedom. I met Master Oteg. He left to inform Republic High Command of the casualties. They're devastating. My only consolation is to see the Jedi still produce great warriors. Wish I'd had you at my side when I faced the Emperor.
We'll get our chance at him someday. When we do, I won't let you down.
Knowing you're the vanguard of our order gives me hope. My link to the Emperor is broken, but I learned a lot as his prisoner. Centuries of knowledge. I'll share everything with the Jedi Council. Then, I'll end this blasted war and the Sith Empire forever.
If you need allies, you can always call on me.
You gave me freedom. That's more than enough. There's one secret the Emperor never pried from me. A place called the Foundry. In the wrong hands, it can exterminate civilizations. In my hands, it will save the galaxy. You should return to the fight for as long as it lasts.
Before I go, who was that woman who led us to you?
She was a great Jedi. My most trusted ally. History remembers her as the Exile. To me, she was
more.
Your shuttle to Tython is fueled and ready, my friend. It's time.
Goodbye. I won't forget what you did today.
Neither will I. You not only saved him, but you helped spare the fleet additional losses.
The Republic needs all the fleet admirals and Jedi Masters it can get. Stay safe, all right?
Well, there's nothing safe about the path I walk. I'll do my best. Thanks to you, we've taken a great step toward final victory over the Empire. May the Force be with you.
Wavmula to bota tuane wangi wabda yak tukaloka. Kukatichoski nawi kuchusi yomata chi popota.
Is that some kind of native animal?
Faguta chi oto endia. Maguli chi wanta hompa, mulira wata wampa. Wasta micha kolkuka dumaji, ta ushagwa upa.
Why don't you let me deal with this?
Faguta chi oto endia.
I'm a Jedi. This is what we're here for.
Niratisa slimo crispa todanki con krekupa. Chapuko otongisa chobod ikafu anchawa.
Chicos pa ini godai ji liska chanagawa.
Wama oto chakoga hutapawa to bampaula.
Laporam amka, mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kamgam. Mem amak kupkap, kramanik, umnug kiga mayamak. Raga memua inu bunyan, kemapa amkanamia.
Instead of complaining about your commander, you should be trying to find a solution.
Raka kalam kala, ninyak oramag yang megik. Nayanam ramkam, kala amka mani, libik bak. Nikag agak kip debab, naya amgam barakeki.
What happened after that?
Mem amak kupkap, kramanik, umnug kiga mayamak. Manuk maraka naja, ki namabam, yak manala.
A Jedi's limits must always be put to the test.
Bulmo gala apayang. Nilama ini amka amgap. Raka kalam kala. Ninyak oramag yang megik. Laporam amka. Mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kamgam.
Here's the data from the probe droids.
Kam ino memnu. Najanaya amkam mimik meraka. Yang perlu amka. Kalami naya kira. Nebua ripok.
How do I change the power pack? Master Jedi, you probably think guns are barbaric, but can you show me how to use this? I'm taking the fight to those Imperial scumbags. I owe it to my squadron.
What happened to your squadron?
Now they're salvaging our flyers' databanks. They've got our weapons, specs, orders, briefings, everything. I have to get those databanks back and take out those guns. Trouble is, the place is guarded by shock troops. Real hardcore fighters.
You're not experienced enough for a mission this dangerous. Let me take your place.
I don't know. I really want to do something to stick it to the Empire. But maybe you're right. There's more chance of success if you do it. Then I can get back up in my fighter. Just hurry. The Empire will fight to the last breath to keep those databanks. If they manage to decode them, mine won't be the last dead squadron.
Sergeant Jolas, I have the databanks, and all gun batteries are down.
That means I can get back up in the air again. Plus, I managed to pick off a few Imperials.
Hopefully this is the start of a distinguished career.
I'll sure try my best. With those guns out of the way, we can get the fleet operational again. Payback time.
My lord, it is an honor to report to someone so close to our glorious Emperor. Imperial Reconnaissance Unit IM-3. Several of my systems remain offline. I was attacked on patrol by the local resistance. We cannot underestimate these perfidious rebels. Our most recent defeat has given them a significant advantage.
Can you explain that?
I have located the crash site of Shadow Squadron. Poor brave men. The transponders in the damned fighters continue to function. If properly decoded, the Resistance could use the transponders to track other Imperial ships and blast our noble pilots out of the sky.
How would they decode these transponders?
A Republic officer named Sergeant Duran is helping the Resistance. He is responsible for Shadow Squadron's untimely demise. The transponders must not reach Sergeant Duran. They must be destroyed. I will recommend the fleet target his camp.
Where can I find these missing transponders?
The debris is spread across the area. I have uploaded the coordinates to your communicator. I will await further repairs. Long may we serve the Empire.
Sergeant Duran, I heard your team tracks Imperial ships. These transponders might help.
Kavachi uta kuka huta nupri da bumbawula. Kapuna maletuta ud mishka kabanotesime.
Bumogala apayan. Nilama ini amka amga.
The Empire may be calling the shots at Okara now, but they don't own me. This is a golden opportunity.
Nibekap kamka, kakyam. Glak nimo amya galak.
Great. The Empire overruns my workplace and suddenly I'm a traitor. I'm in a perfect position to ruin their operations, but the Republic won't even hear me out.
Where exactly do you work?
The Okara droid factory, which the Empire controls now, not ideal employers. For the past few months, my factory's been putting together a massive shipment of battle droids for the Empire. In the interest of quality assurance, I developed a virus and uploaded it to one of the droids, just to see what would happen. The droid malfunctioned, violently. Now, imagine if we infected the entire shipment of droids with that virus.
The Empire would have a horde of rampaging battle droids to deal with.
An incident like that could shake the Empire's faith in droids altogether. It's just a matter of distributing the virus to all the units. We've been using special relay droids to upload all the necessary programming to the combat models. If we infect the relay droids, they should transmit the virus to the rest. I'd do it myself, but they're guarded by sentry drones. If you can get past those sentries and upload the virus, you'll corrupt thousands of the Empire's droids. Will you do it?
I doubt those sentries can stand up to a lightsaber. I'll upload your virus.
Nulilak apajam kamgam. Amka nemnang. Ampa nemnang memua inok. Nikag agak kip nebab. Naya amgam barakeki. Bumogala apayan. Nilama ini amka amgap.
It's about time someone listened. Thank you.
Nulilak apajam kamgam. Amka nemnang. Ampa nemnang memua inok. Yang perlu amka. Kalami nayakira nebua ripok. Nanekari maraka amka. Jakuk libik. Memarak nebab.
Sounds like the right thing to do.
Mem kanaya nugan. Kinyem naya lak umnuk mege. Mem amak kupkap. Kramanik. Umnuk kiga maya mak. Kampelem ganam. Magiyang. Manik hikup bukam.
I just ran a full diagnostic on our droids. Looks like they've all been infected. They won't go ballistic until they've been shipped and deployed, but when they do, watch out, Imperials. This wouldn't have happened without your help. The Republic doesn't realize what you've done for them.
Don't forget your part. You acted in spite of their distrust.
I had to do something. Otherwise, I really would be the Imperial scum they think I am. So long as the Republic thinks I'm a traitor, the Empire will too. Might as well stick around, do some more damage.
Okay, this time we'll sneak in through the... Ow!
Treat the wound. Don't poke at it like an impatient Jawa.
Sorry, sir. We've got company.
Oh, hello there. I'm, Sergeant Carnes. This here's Private Anlin. We're trying to recover some Imperial intel, preferably without getting shot. Again.
What sort of information are you after?
Command sent us to retrieve data recorders from crashed Imperial starships. They contain valuable intel on the Empire's planetary defenses.
This is insane, sir. Why should we keep risking our necks when we have a Jedi right here?
You seem to think these recorders are worth dying for.
It could be the works. Imperial fleet positioning, clearance codes, battery placement. Maybe Anlin's right. That information could help the Republic fleet establish a solid foothold on Balmorra, bring us one step closer to liberating the planet. I'm not leaving here without those recorders, but we simply aren't equipped to get past those lunatics. Can you get them?
You two rest here. I'll handle this.
I hate to have someone else fight my battles for me. I appreciate this.
I managed to retrieve all of the data recorders.
Perfect timing, too. Anlin just finished dressing my wounds. Not too shabby, Private.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Once that intel gets analyzed, the fleet will finally start making some headway on this planet.
You weren't kidding about those scavengers.
Persistent buggers, weren't they? Serves them right. I'll transmit this data back to base. We should be able to step up our offensive any day now.
Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga. Chikos pa inigudad ijik liska chanagawa.
I'm sorry. I don't think we've been introduced.
O grani tampio da pushi wompa, pu tula musta. Kuchusa yo mata chitoya, asubwi mota uipa. Se gota do muti kihasa da puño, lis di woto.
You're telling me because this Sith Lord is on Balmorra.
Piti do tenya go kakajujo, da biska ku paliya. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
Facing danger is what I do best. I'll handle it.
Kuchusa yo mata chitoya, nam kanoya choski nawi. Se gota do muti kihasa da puño, lis di woto. Kuchusa yo mata chitoya, nam kanoya choski nawi.
Just tell me where to go.
Chonki faguta, chiho poda chi oto fokise.
I found Lord Dacron at the spaceport. We fought.
Kipuna kuchu. Poya toka changa goptula do batawana wanki. Che chopa kuma ni umpi but malia bedwana ni bobo.
Major, I really wish you'd think again.
I appreciate you patching up my men, Doctor. But there's a reason civilians aren't looked to for military advice. You, however, are just what the Doctor ordered, so to speak. The Imperials are sitting on key targets, and my entire platoon's been poisoned.
Are your men going to be all right?
They're a few shades greener than healthy, but they should pull through, the ones who survived.
The Imperials have turned the surrounding region into a toxic sinkhole. The vapors have been downing us.
The Empire dumped a whole mess of herbicides when they first invaded. Ruined an entire season's worth of crops.
Yeah, right. Crops. Anyway, any troops I send are rendered helpless by the toxins before they're picked off by Imperial patrol droids.
Isn't there any way to protect yourself from the toxins?
We've tried everything. Envirosuits, armored transports. Pretty remarkable for anti-vegetable weaponry. Fortunately, we've cooked up a formula that'll burn those toxins out of the ground.
It'll get rid of the toxins, all right, and destroy the soil in the process. These farmlands are some of the most fertile on Balmorra. The harvests are sold all over the planet. People will starve without them.
You're supposed to protect these people, not fight a war at their expense.
Their crops are useless now anyway, unless there's suddenly a market for contaminated produce.
I know it's risky, but if you can get me samples of the toxins, I should be able to develop a workable vaccine for our soldiers.
We don't have time to play scientist. I need your help dispensing the formula we have. I can count on you, right?
I'm with the doctor on this one. Let's make that vaccine.
I was starting to think the Republic had lost all sense. Thank you. I'll need several soil samples. Also, the toxin may cause some unpleasant side effects, so work quickly.
I brought you the toxin samples.
Perfect. These ought to have everything I need to get started on that vaccine.
Just be quick about it.
Don't worry, you'll be butting heads with Imperials in no time, Major. And then we'll work on clearing out the toxins without damaging the soil.
When do you think the farmlands will finally be restored?
Hard to say. Probably can't start until the Imperials are gone. But at least the option is there. You showed a lot more insight than the rest of these Republic knuckleheads.
You lied to me, Alia. You promised to keep us safe. Where was your protection when we needed it?
I'm sorry, Sedge. We lost some good people too, but we'll fix this. Master Jedi. You see, Command is taking this seriously. With a Jedi's help, your people will be rescued in no time.
Back up a second. Has someone been kidnapped?
Balmorran villagers. You didn't know? Then you aren't from Republic Command. I'm Alia Selray, Republic Ambassador to the Balmorran people. It's my job to make sure civilians are kept safe during the war.
Safe? Republic Command doesn't supply enough soldiers to keep a child safe.
Sedge is one of the local leaders. He stepped up after the others were wiped out, but what he says is true.
Republic soldiers were supposed to escort us to a safe zone. But Mandalorian mercenaries attacked, wiped your people out, killed half of my village, and kidnapped the rest.
We need to get out there and bring your people back.
That monster has probably sold them off by now.
The leader of the Mandalorians is Manta Dre. They work for the Empire. But Manta has a slave trade operating on the side.
He has gotten away with his crimes for too long.
I agree. But our main priority is getting those villagers back before they're shipped off-world. Taking Manta down would be a bonus. Besides, if we fail in this, the Balmorrans may withdraw their support for the Republic.
Get the safe zone ready. I'll have those Balmorrans out in no time.
Watch your back out there. The Mandalorians are better trained than the Empire soldiers. They have snipers, shock troops, everything. They've set up camp outside the city. That's where they'll be holding the prisoners. Good luck. I see you were successful. We're going to leak word that the Empire tried to sell Balmorrans as slaves, and how the Republic rescued them. Because of what you did, we may actually gain support. Thank you.
I have to admit, it was touch and go for a while.
But you came through in the end. That's all that matters.
I have been doubting the Republic. It seemed you were using us to satisfy grudges against the Empire. But you have restored my faith in the Republic's motives. You didn't have to go into the mercenary camp, but you did. You saved my people, and for that, I thank you. Farewell.
Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga. Chaskruni dopat kurira, dokanki kung. Ni at ambumpa poshuda mokili moklanki.
A ship is everything to a good pilot.
Che chopa kuma ni umpi put malia bedwana ni bobo. Patoga wata kiko uba kili wata buki donko. Kabano tase makipuna, mali tuta odmishka.
Have you tried to recover the cargo?
Wonki ata chakapa tonka, jisa bicha. Se gota do muti ki hasa da puño, lis di woto. Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto.
The Resistance needs everything it can get.
Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Kuchusa yomata chitoya. Nam kanoya choski nawi. Buka kampak nijit. Tonka yiliska chanaga.
Your supplies, Captain. And a little something from the Corbani.
Wanta humpa. Muri rava fupa jipampawula. Se gota do muti ki hasa da puño. Lis di woto.
The Balmorrans could use a good pilot.
Mitisa roda.
Kopana chapurko utman gisa? Chikos pa inigudad ijigliska chanagawa. Chobad I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Poya tuka changa goptula do batawana wanki. Ni at ambumpa poshuda mokili moklanki.
Still your mind and explain. Is there an attack?
O bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa duetwipe. Kuchusa yomata chitoya asubwi mota uipa.
Those machines are serious. I saw one in action at the outpost where I was first stationed. If we don't sabotage the rest of the battalion before it comes online, they could take Balmorra in one sweep.
I trust you have a strategy.
Yeah. Too bad for the Imperials I'm not some useless kid anymore.
Kuchusa yomata chitoya. Nam kanoya choski nawi.
Here, I built these overload modules. Plant one on each unit in the factory, and it'll fry their systems permanently.
Kuchusa yomata chitoya. Asubwi mota uipa.
I'm a Jedi. This is what we're here for.
Se gota do muti ki hasa da puño. Liz di woto. Kuchusa yomata chitoya. Nam kanoya choski nawi. Chechopa kuma ni umpi putmalia bedwana ni bobo. Patoga wata kiko uba kiri wata buki donko.
I knew you'd make it. I just wish I could have been there.
I doubt this was the last item in the Empire's bag of tricks.
For now, it just feels good to buy Balmorra some time. Thank you.
Se gota do muti ki hasa da puño. Liz di woto. Chechopa kuma ni umpi putmalia bedwana ni bobo.
I'm no Republic officer, but I'm here to help.
O grani tampio da pushi wompa. Pu tula musta. Chaskruni do pat kurira do kanki kung. Poya tuka changa goptula do batawana wanki.
That's a big target for civilians to hit.
Patoga wata kiko uba kiri wata buki donko. Ni at ambumpa poshuda mokili mokranki.
Including any moves to bring it down.
Tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji. Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Kuchusa yomata chitoya asubwi mota uipa.
It will be a privilege.
Poya tuka changa goptula do batawana wanki. Kuchusa yomata chitoya. Nam kanoya choski nawi. Se gota do muti ki hasa da puño. Liz di woto. Chonki faguta. Chiho poda chi oto fokise.
Won't a bombardment destroy the factory?
Chikos pa inikudad ijigliska chanagawa. Kabanotase makipuna. Malituta udmishka. Poya tuka changa goptula do batawana wanki.
I'll keep my lightsaber ready.
Buka kampak nijit. Tonka yiliska chanaga.
I've done as you wished.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. O bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa duetwipe.